today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Simpsons 25, the Greatest Guest Stars Series 5. We're having a look today at Stan the Man Lee. It doesn't technically say the man, but we all know Stan Lee is considered Stan the Man Lee and is probably the greatest contribution that the universe could have given us in human being, or really, for that matter, an action figure. Stan Lee, everybody knows Stan Lee, creator of Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, you name it, I could go on. Finally, we get him in figure treatment. And I'm sure he probably has this figure in his collection. I mean, if I was Stan Lee, I totally would. This comes to us from the folks over at NECA Toys. You can go to www.necaonline.com, check out the other pieces the folks over at NECA are producing. We spin around the back of the package. Stan Lee comes to us from Season 13, Episode 18. The air date was April 28th, 2002, and the episode was I Am Furious, and then in brackets, yellow. The read-up says comics legend Stan Lee made a rare cameo appearance in Season 13's I Am Furious as a customer in Comic Book Guy's store, The Android's Dungeon, his superpower refusing to take a hint from Comic Book Guy that it was time to leave. Other figures available, there's Adam West, there's Bart Simpson, Lenny Kravitz, Homer Simpson, Tom Petty, Milhouse Van Houten, and finally Matt Groening. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at Stan Lee. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. It was already clear to me that when I was reviewing the Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 5, the one figure I wanted to leave for the very last was Stan the Man Lee. Without any doubt, this is probably my favorite figure from this entire set, although truthfully, to be fair, Season 5 was a pretty strong series of figures. My favorites being Adam West, the Milhouse as Fall Out Boy, and Bart Simpson. It was definitely a very strong wave, to say the least. Stan Lee, though, to get Stan Lee in figure treatment, and not only just that, Stan Lee as a Simpson character in figure treatment, that's like awesome times 3. That's like if you took awesome and times... Can you really multiply awesome by itself? You apparently can, and when you do that 3 times, you get Stan Lee here. Stan Lee is a god amongst many collectors and geeks out there, as he is the one that brought everybody's favorite characters in comic books to life. When it comes to his accessories, I should say, he does come with a book, just a little pink book. It's got some white pages on the inside there. There's nothing on the front, nor is there anything on the back, but the book can be clipped easily into his hand, like so. The other hand, much like Adam West, his hand is open. Now, Adam West, on the other hand, let's bring the figure in. Adam West's hand looked as if he was telling a story. Stan Lee, on the other hand, looks like he wants money. It's just, it just seems the way that they're posed. I don't know. Proportionately, though, you can see once again how NECA really has a fond love for the Simpsons. Like, they really go all out. Not only the coloring, the builds, and really proportions. You imagine having all these guys on the shelf. They're all scaled differently. They're scaled amongst, well, to themselves, but they're all scaled to different heights. So Bart's much shorter than, Stan the Man. He's much shorter than Adam West, and Adam West is a lot bigger than Stan Lee. So very nice, comparisons between the two. When you have them all on the shelf, they really stand out from one another. It's not just like carbon copies of the exact same figure, just with a different head. One other nice little nod to Stan Lee is that his glasses are kind of a gold yellow, which is what Stan Lee, I mean, you think Stan Lee, you think his different colored glasses. He's got his mustache, he's smiling very nicely, and he's got his white and kind of gray hair going on there. Got a white shirt, he's got some blue slacks, kind of dark blue slacks, and he's got black shoes. I'm even trying to think, and I'm going kind of through my own little archive in my mind here. I'm trying to even think of a character, a Simpsons character that I love as much as Stan Lee here. I can't think of one. Mark Hamill, I think, Mark Hamill was up there. I really liked Mark Hamill. Adam West, definitely I would put Adam West up there. But I think of the list of all the Simpsons characters that they've released in figure form, Stan Lee could be near the top, if not the top. Sure, I mean, again, reaching off, let's have a look at Bart. It's nice that we got regular, true-to-form Simpsons characters, you know, in the way of Bart here. He doesn't have anything else going on to him other than just the way he looks in the cartoon. I love that. But from a celebrity standpoint, Stan Lee might be my favorite figure. When it comes to Stan Lee's articulation, we'll just take his book out of his hand for a second. Stan Lee's head does rotate all the way around. Rotates out of the arms. And finally, rotates at the legs. Some would say limited articulation, but really, I would not sacrifice a good sculpt on a figure at the expense of great articulation. You could have a super articulated figure, but if the figure doesn't look like how he does in the show or in the movie or anything that he's depicted from, I don't think it's a very successful figure. NECA toys really, again, fantastic. Just don't really love Simpsons, truthfully, as much as I used to. Simpsons, for me, we're talking like mid to late 90s that I really was into Simpsons. The Mr. Plow episode, which is why I have such a soft spot for Adam West's figure. That, for me, was when I was really into The Simpsons. Nowadays, I don't watch it as much, but I can still really appreciate figures like this that NECA are churning out. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look. Let's put his hand out. There we go. Today we're having a look at the final figure from The Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 5. We're having a look at Comic God. It'd be so awesome if Stan Lee was watching this. He probably isn't, though. He's too busy making money. Today's Toy Spot, though, we're having a look at the NECA Toys Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 5. We're looking today at Stan the Man Lee. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.